Namaste. I wanted to share with you some practices that I use to help ground myself, bring me back to a state of high self esteem, high vibration, and to help move me forward in my day to day actions, in my business, and my personal development. They're yogic and meditative practices, and what I find very fascinating about them is that they can all play off of each other. I usually begin my days with meditation. It can be anywhere from 5 minutes to 20 minutes, half hour, a full hour, however long you have. I encourage you to take extra time if you have it. My yoga teachers often tell me that the real benefits to yoga don't happen until after the first half hour or until after an hour. And I've felt this myself. So it's beneficial to go very deep into meditative states. Very good for your brain, very good for developing more gray matter. It's great for your brain. And if you do forget to meditate, as soon as you come to that realization, you don't have to beat yourself up about it. What you can do, instead of saying, "Oh, damn, I forgot to meditate," bring yourself back to your breath. Bringing your awareness to your breath is a pranayama exercise. It is also another yogic exercise. So if you do this, it is also a form of meditation, and it will bring you back to a state of groundedness, a state of high vibration, and it will help you to realize that you don't need to beat yourself up. All you need to do is sit and meditate, which you've already done with pranayama. And after your meditation or your pranayama, you can do yoga. I find it beneficial to do pranayama before I practice yoga, and that is because pranayama really tackles your nervous system. It helps to ground your nervous system and get your blood flowing, and that's good for movement, of course, and your muscles. Now, after your yoga practice, I can usually go about my day in a happy manner. Things that would have triggered me or bothered me won't. And this won't happen after just one day of practicing yoga and meditating. These benefits, these gifts, which is what my yoga teacher calls them, the gifts of yoga, there are many. You need to practice for, I would say some people could do it in months, but for me it took maybe a year of practicing. I noticed differences in my body and my mind right away, but I would always come back to a state of ungroundedness or a low vibration. And the reason for that is because we have been conditioned to run off of this state of low vibration. We've been conditioned to just get by or to just deal with our pain and not actually heal it or work with it. And I feel that is a mistake. And yoga really teaches you to accept it, but it doesn't teach you to just be passive about it. It teaches you that you can address it and that it is good to address it. And that's one thing that I've learned from my yoga practice. I've learned many things, but one of the stronger ones, there have been a lot of strong points that I've learned, but that is one of the stronger ones. And so I hope that you can take that away if you develop this practice and you take it seriously and actually take it on. So the pranayama practice that I recommend that you do, you don't have to move your arms. It's a simple Durga pranayama, a simple yogic breath. And what you're doing is you're taking your breath in, you're expanding your belly, and then you are bringing awareness up your spine and bringing that breath up into your chest. And when you do that, you expand your chest. And you pause for a second, and then you bring your breath back down, contract the chest, and expand your stomach, and then you contract your stomach, and finally let the breath out all the way. And just after doing that, you should feel a lot more clear, a lot more grounded. Mentally, you should feel a lot more clear, and physically, you should feel the groundedness as well as mentally. And after you do the meditation and pranayama, you can bring yourself to a simple restorative. I tend to like doing restorative practices at night. During the mornings, you can do more flow practices, and that'll help you to get moving faster, more easy. And for meditation practices, you can just sit, and you can do any simple meditation technique by following your breath. If you are new to meditation, you can chant the mantra Soham internally, and you can do that while you follow your breath. There are many meditation techniques that you can use, and if you want to learn more, please message me further, and I can get you set up with those meditation techniques and walk you through them. And the one thing that I've learned in my meditation practice is that I don't need anyone. My whole life, I've always had that codependency issue, and I think a lot of people can relate to that, even now especially. But the older you get and the wiser you get, I believe, you just realize that you are the only person you need to push yourself forward, and all you need to do is love yourself. Self-love was a big problem that I had for a long time, and yoga is helping to reverse that almost completely. It's taking a while, but it's so grateful for the progress that I'm making. Because if I didn't love myself, I would continue to skateboard, and I would continue to do things that are not good for me, that medically are not smart for me to continue doing. So I hope that you can develop these same realizations and come to these same profound realizations and just have yoga uplift your life in the same ways that it has uplifted mine. Because honestly, if yoga hadn't changed my life and helped me to become more enlightened, I suppose, I don't want to label what I am, but I care more now, I'm wiser, I'm operating more smoothly. So I'm grateful for that, and I hope that you can take the same practices away, the same realizations away from your practice. Please reach out to me further if this was helpful for you, and if you would like to learn further about yoga and meditation and how they can help your life. I hope that you have a pleasant day. Thank you for checking my opt-in out. Namaste.